Right now, we are talking to someone who I am going to let introduce himself. And these guys are headlining the Bloodstock Festival. So, it's over to you.
Hello, this is Mikael from Opeth. And yeah, we are playing Bloodstock Festival this year. I think it's on Friday the 9th of August. We're playing at Bloodstock. Looking forward to it.
So it's been a while since you guys have played in the UK. Are you excited to return to the hallowed grounds of Catton Hall and basically return to the UK?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm always excited playing anywhere. I get excited. I get the nerves. I get the notion that I want to run away before every show. Oddly enough, some of the bigger shows like festival stages, I feel more, comfortable because the crowd is further away. But I love the UK. We all love the UK. We have a long love history with the UK. I don't know how many times we played there over the years, but it's numerous times. We've done, at least three live DVDs recorded in the UK. I go there on private holidays. I love to hang out. I love it there. Fans are great. Last time we played there, I think that was Hammersmith, when we did something similar, I guess, to what we're doing at Bloodstock, which is some type of fan request set of songs. And yeah, we have played Bloodstock a few times. I can't remember how many times. Most memorable time would probably be that year that when Ronnie Dio passed away, because Heaven and Hell were going to play Bloodstock. I think they were definitely headlining that stage. And sadly, Ronnie passed away, and someone asked if we would take their slots, and that's that you don't really say no to those kind of things, I guess. He was this insanely important person in my life on a musical level, and I also met him. I sat down a whole evening with him, talking, drinking beer, and he was awesome. All the stories you heard about him being awesome, they're true. He was such an awesome guy. So we played, instead of Heaven and Hell, I can't remember much other than that we played a Rainbow song in his honor. We did the ballad from the first record, Catch the Rainbow. And I'm not going to suggest that I can sing like Ronnie Dio. Certainly can't. No one can. But we did it out of just love, respect. And it was memorable. And after that show, we had a group hug, which has never happened before or since, actually. So it was a big thing for all of us who were in the band at the time. Yeah, that's my biggest memory. Love the fans there, like I said. And I have a longing for it. We have done those things before, and we can manage. I can say that because we've done it a few times, and most of the time the set list picked by fans aren't that surprising, to be honest. It's going to have songs like Ghost of Perdition or, The Drapery Falls, those types of songs from that era. We have played live to death. We still enjoy playing those songs live. People seem to enjoy hearing them. So most of the time there's not that many surprises in there. Damnation songs we played as well, as in songs from that record. It's not that daunting, I guess. It gets a little bit less dynamic for my taste when the fans pick the set list, because, the old stuff is more I wouldn't say generic, but it's heavy. It would be, in my taste, it would be more dynamic if you mix it up with newer songs as well. But I'm not the boss here. It's you guys voting. So it'll be fun. No surprises, really, I don't think. I think the votes are pretty generic, to be honest. But it'll be good.
So, Bloodstock Festival this year has such an amazing lineup, including yourselves headlining. You've got some absolutely kick-ass acts. What bands from this year's lineup would you recommend? Because, you guys have been around for a long time. What bands would you recommend people go and see if they can?
Friday the 9th, you have bands like Us, Clutch, Hatebreed, Enslaved, Rotting Christ, Grand Magus, Green Lung, Nervosa, and Desert Storm. Igor, Vintage Caravan, Eternal Champion, some logo I can't read. Wolf, I think Wolf are Swedish. Can't read. I used to be great reading death metal logos. But I know Wolf, I haven't really heard them. Vintage Caravan, go see them. Great bluesy, proggy trio from Iceland that we toured with, I think, 2 times. Graham Magus, I mean, JB, the singer in Graham Magus, he's one of my best friends. I love that band. He's also one of the best singers ever to come out of Sweden, in my opinion. Great guy. So go see them. Heavy metal trio that puts most other bands to shame. Rotting Christ, I'm fairly, not to say good friends, but whenever I run into Sakis, the singer, we say hi and a little chat and, you know, maybe have a beer. And they're also a legendary death metal band from Greece that I listen to. Enslaved, all again, great friends of mine and a great band. Old label mates back in the day. Myself and Grutle are good friends, and we text each other, send each other birthday gifts or whatever. Hatebreed, that's Jamie Justa. I haven't really heard much of Hatebreed. I think that they're awesome if you like that type of stuff. Clutch, we toured with them. Great bunch of guys. JP, the drummer, is a fantastic drummer, so if you don't like their music, at least you can listen to the drums. Me, personally, I love their music, and there was a time when I went to the gym, believe it or not, and I used to play their album Blast Tyrant. It was good kind of working out music, but of course that was a long time ago. I wouldn't be caught dead in a gym anymore. So you have that. You have D-Side on Saturday the 10th. Always good to see. I mean, they have like, Sacrificial Suicide. I don't mind hearing that song a million times again. Forbidden are playing. I have their album Twisted Into Form. Can't remember what it sounded like. I think that's Paul Bostaff, his old band, right? Amon Amarth on Sunday the 11th. They're great guys. They're, one of those biggest, heavy metal exports from Sweden, and really nice guys. And Ted, the bass player, and myself were exactly the same age. We signed up for the military on the same day. So I think he's born he might be born on the 16th of April, 1974. I'm on the 17th of April. But whatever, we're, the same age. That's a great bunch of guys. You have Carcass, which I love. Another force from a blast from the past for me. I mean, they're still doing. I'm not sure when their last album came out some time ago, but to me, they were, the kind of cornerstone of grindcore death metal from the UK, and deserves your respect and deserves that you're there to see them play. Soen are playing, and that's Martin Lopez's, our old drummer's band. He is somewhat of a genius drummer. I mean, having worked closely with him, he's got the mind for drum beats and that kind of stuff. Very musical guy. So I would go see them as well. Korpiklani, let's see. No comment really on Korpiklani. I think they're good finish, I think. Sadus are playing Sunday. I remember buying their first album, whatever it was just called, Illusions, private pressing. I bought that, and it was supposed to be the fastest record, and it was fast, but it wasn't really super brutal, which was what I was after in those days. But I liked that record, and the one after was also good. Swallowed in Black, that was a good record. And that's Steve DeGeorgius band. Well, the bass player wasn't that band. You have Satyricon with Satyr himself fronting, and I have a soft spot for Satyricon, especially their later stuff. If a song comes on, I'm like, nice. And I like his voice. He reminds me of Cortham from Bathory, Satyr's voice, and it makes delicious wine, people. Delicious wine. So there's a bunch of stuff for you if you haven't decided.
Well, that's plenty enough. But talking of Bloodstock Festival, if you've never been to Bloodstock before, it is more than just a music festival. I mean, it's got an art gallery with artists, photographers, all sorts exhibiting their work. But it also, this year, it features a special Motorhead themed tribute, including Motorhead art. Lemmy's ashes will be housed in a specially commissioned urn, where people can go and pay their respects, as well as a recreation of Lemmy's dressing room itself. Are you a Motorhead fan, and will you be going to visit the gallery for yourself?
Yeah, I'm a Motorhead fan. I mean, I'm not the biggest Motorhead fan, and maybe I think that you need them in music history. I just haven't, I don't know all the songs. I know like the Overkills and the Ace of Spades and the Iron Fist, and I probably know more songs than I can say now. That record with Brian Robertson, Not a Perfect Day, that was a pretty good record. Orgasmatron was also a good record. The earlier stuff, of course. When it comes to Lemmy, I'm more of a Hawkwind fan. And if you're a fan of Lemmy, he had a band called Sam Gopal, which was the name of what the guy was doing in that band. Was he that was the boss of the band. And they put out one record in 1968 or 69 with Lemmy singing. And I think Lemmy's playing guitar as well. And it's beautiful, jazzy, and he's got a clean, super clean, beautiful voice. You could still tell it's him by his accent, I think. But it sounds nothing like the Lemmy that most people know and love. But yeah, I do like Motorhead. Mickey D, of course, being Swedish. I played with them in I don't know how many years it was in the band. But yeah, I'm a Motorhead fan, whatever. I like it. But I love Lemmy. I met him numerous times over the years. I don't think he liked me much because for some reason I called him Ian instead of Lemmy, and he didn't like that, which makes me red with embarrassment to this day, even when I'm talking now. I love that guy. What a guy. I'll try and go see the urn. I've been to, I think he still has like a statue at the Rainbow Bar and Grill on Sunset in Los Angeles. I've been there, like, oh, there's the statue. Okay. I tend not to get carried away with these kind of things, to be honest. I'm not a heartless. I have feelings, but I don't go crying over monuments or urns or busts and stuff like that. I'm just like, that's a nice gesture. So maybe I'll go visit. I might want to see the art, to see what's happening there, but usually in those kind of like festivals, you don't really know how much time you have. You're stressed. I don't like to be occupied with stuff before the show, and after the show, I want to have a beer. I'll do my best to try and make time to see everything.
So, Michael, I just want to thank you so much for sitting down and taking the time doing this interview for us. Is there anything else you would like to say before you leave?
Thanks for listening. Be sure to pick up your tickets for Bloodstock this year. See you there. I can say this, that we are going to be there. We've done a few shows this summer. I think the band is hot now. We sound good. Walter, our new drummer, is in there. He's got everything in the pocket. We sound good, I think. I mean, if you want to see us, you're welcome to come see us. And if you're just dropping by and on your way to see Igor or something like that, lend us an ear, will you? And I hope that you have a good time. I mean, festivals, you will have a good time. And Bloodstock Festival is such a nice, friendly festival. You're certainly going to have a good time with or without us, with or without the music. It's going to be people there that you can chat about Iron Maiden, talk about their favorite Maiden record. Paul Di'Anno versus Blaze Bayley versus Bruce Dickinson, that kind of stuff. So you will have a good time nonetheless. Anyways, thank you for listening. I'm sorry if it's at 16 minutes now. Maybe I'm just rambling, boring to listen to, whatever. I was asked to do this, and in a week moment I said yes. So here I am, and I'm done signing off. Thank you for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.